shot from a film or a DVD or something. Anything you can talk about, please. Because the language I'm using today is talking about something.
Okay, it's a little bit spooky. Can I?
That's great. That's great. We love that. We love spooky.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Yeah, have it ready to load up, okay? And we've got, who have we got else? We've got, okay, we're 12 o'clock just on. We'll just wait a few more minutes and then I'm going to get going on this because I've got quite a lot I want to share with you. And we keep running out of time. Who else have we got then? Okay. So how is everybody? Are you all finished for Christmas or what? No. Still working?
Yeah.
Ellen's here. Good. Ellen. Hi, Ellen. Wait a minute, Ellen. Hi there, Ellen. Ellen?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Hello. Do you have something ready to talk about at the that you can describe and explain to us, please?
Yeah, actually,
girl. I'm going to say good girl. I don't mean to be patronising. I like it when somebody says to me, good girl. I think, oh, that's nice.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to call you a girl. I'm sorry if it sounded so. Okay, so.
No, you didn't say girl. I called you girl.
Oh, it's really nice. Thank you. So our visual is still being worked at, but I guess we're ready to present our drafts, like the introduction, the main part, and the conclusion. But the poster itself will be ready only by Tuesday, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. I've got Nabila here. Hi, Nabila. Hello?
Hello, Kathy.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm great. I'm actually on the road right now, so I won't be able to show my face, if that's all right.
You're on the road?
I'm stuck in traffic.
Oh, really? You're going home, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Fitri, do you know if Suziati is coming?
Yeah, I text her and I think she's coming.
Fitri?
Yes. Yeah, yes, you can.
Hello, Fitri.
Yeah, Kathy, sorry, I forgot to unmute my microphone. Susie is coming. But I think
she's coming. Okay, do you know how? Yeah.
She has a problem with connection, bandwidth, something.
Oh.
So, but she's on the screen right now. Trying, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Nabila, I hope you get home and then you can get something ready to present to us. Okay. I'm going to make a start because Anastasia
I actually have my topics ready.
Oh, good. So you can actually kind of share that with us. And you've only got 3 or 4 minutes to talk about because Anastasia has to leave in an hour. So I want to get going, please. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay. So the aims today are polishing up prior to presenting a poster. What does polishing up mean, do you think? Polishing. You can polish the furniture.
Prepared. Getting ready, practicing.
Yeah, it's practicing, being prepared, making sure that you're happy and that you've looked at everything and tidied up any loose ends that still need looking at. But I want to get on to practical tips on using the voice and the power of the pause and silences in presentations. So I'm going to move on. Actually, tomorrow, while we're waiting, I'm going to Stratford-upon-Avon, home of William Shakespeare and the birthplace and where he died at Holy Trinity Church. And I have to speak to a video tomorrow. So I've made notes on it, sort of bullet points. But I find myself writing everything out because I think if I don't say that, I might forget that, etc., etc. So I'm trying to get prepared for that. We're going to be running a Shakespeare course next summer, hopefully face-to-face. In our department, and it's really for students, international students that are really passionate about Shakespeare, and we'll be looking at the historical and cultural contexts and seeing why he really is the bard, B-A-R-D, and he is the icon of literature in the world, William Shakespeare. And we're going to be doing some videos tomorrow outside the Royal Shakespeare Theatre, outside Anne Hathaway's cottage, Anne Hathaway is the person he married. He married at 18. And we're going to be doing some lovely, as I say, video clips. So I'm trying to prepare for that. So I'm trying to polish up my material for tomorrow. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so poster presentations. Are you all nearly there with those? Yes? Yes? Good. Itsy bitsy. Okay, itsy bitsy. Okay, is this something new for all of you, or have you done them before? You can put it into the chat box if you like.
I think I have done it before, but it was like in elementary, in primary school.
Oh, really?
In primary.
Poster?
Yeah. Yeah, but
I think
I mean, it's basically like the rudimentary sort
Yes.
of, you know, how in science class they would like show you and like they would tell you to draw a picture and write some notes below it
Okay.
saying some facts
Yeah.
about it. That's the kind of thing.
You're right. That is the basic. That is the basis of poster presentations. But as we move through, the purpose of them really is they to act as a medium to advertise your work. They enable you to summarize your work and to get your main points across to as many people as possible. And they do act as a conversation starter. And so they engage people in discussion. And more now around the world, students are asked to present posters of their work rather than, yes, of course, there is still the stand-up face-to-face with an audience, but posters are very, very popular at Warwick particularly. I don't know about your university, but they are now a visual shorthand of your work, a visual shorthand. So you can encompass in an A3 poster, A01 poster, your work. So getting your message across. So they are increasingly used to disseminate research. They are more and more conference organisers offer the option to submit a poster rather than giving an oral presentation. But I don't think it should be a cop-out for giving oral. If you get nervous, I think you should still have the skills of oral presentations. And they're used for competitions, yes. But your poster should speak for itself. You know, okay, let's talk about film. Nothing is in a film by chance. The clip should speak for itself. Every picture tells a story. Every picture can tell 1,000 words in a way. If it's a really, really good poster, good picture, it should speak for itself. So that's how important the visual is. And it's really good practice for you as well about speaking about your research. I think it reinforces your research. If you're unsure about something, by actually speaking about it, reinforces your thinking. Okay. So what are the differences between a formal presentation live and a poster presentation online? Let's start with Anastasia. What are the differences between the more formal and the live and the online, do you think?
I have nothing. I have no idea.
Have a think about it. Think it through. One of them, you're standing in the front of an audience or a classroom or a big hall, and the other one is online. What would you say are the key differences?
I didn't see difference because for me it's stressful in both cases.
Okay. So Adele, can you tell us?
Well, there's the obvious one, which is sort of the lack of face-to-face.
Yeah.
There's one difference, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also, I guess that with face-to-face, like live presentations, you kind of have much more of a read on your audience, I guess. So let's say like you are able to say that you cannot engage your audience with an online poster presentation, but I feel like with a live presentation you are able to kind of really just get into it. Like you can see their facial expressions and how they react to your I guess. I remember I saw a poster presentation when I visited my friends at work, because they also had a poster presentation like outside this field. I forgot where, but everyone can see it. It's like it's in a big field. It's not a big field. It's like a big open space, and they can all see it. So with online, you just get into a room. I don't know how. I've never actually had an online poster presentation, but I imagine that like it's not as open. It's not something that you're just forced to kind of look at it. Yeah. Because it's the only thing you can see at that moment. Where in like a live poster presentation, you have more opportunities to like look around.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, whoa.
So
I don't know how to explain it.
I should have actually put there a poster presentation live as well, because last year I had 65 students, not last year, the year before, 65 students from Tokyo University. And that's a big number. But I found a wonderful space and I made it like an art gallery. And so you had posters on each side of a swing kind of, what is it called? I don't know, stand. So you could swing. And it was a wonderful atmosphere because people were walking around as if they were viewing art. And they were very, very creative as well, you know. And so, but I'm thinking probably, Fitri, the conversation, what kind of like language would you use, please, between formal, live, online and live posters? What kind of language?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. I think principally will be limited while I've been in a presentations poster before, but not online, and it give us the flexibility to use the language. While we have a formal presentation, the language will be formal. While we have this presentation online, we will deal with a lot of technical sometimes. Make sure you're listening, make sure that everything is, you know, sometimes you worried, right? I've explained something like for a couple of minutes and I'm not sure if all the audience are listening, is my connection was working or something. A lot of, you know, I'm a bit nervous for tomorrow's final poster presentation because it will be online, Carrie, as we have been through, yeah? Sometimes, you know, things happen, we don't know, okay?
Of course, and that's to be expected. So you've got IT problems. What about the language you use? What's the difference between the language of live and online then?
But I think the language will be, how do I say, I don't know. I think it will, when we more formal presentation will be like opening. I think it's pretty much the same, Carrie. But probably the flow will be.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Joe, is that you, Joe? Is that your dog, Joe?
No, it's the moss. It's the calling for prayer. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a dog. Sorry.
Should I mute it? Okay.
For now, yeah. I think probably what I'm trying to get at is that with posters, it's more casual. It's more conversational style. You know, because you've got people close to you. When you're doing a face-to-face poster, it's a corridor, people are wondering, it's more, you don't really say, right, my name is, and you don't have the same format as an online presentation. You would introduce yourself, but you wouldn't say, first I'm going to talk about this, then this, then this. You can do, but bearing in mind that audiences come and go with the presentation. So you have to think on your feet as people come and go. And so it's, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about something. So why have I chosen this topic? You know, you're going into immediate kind of conversational style, whereas it is more formal when you're doing online. Okay, it's more formal when you're giving a live presentation. An online poster presentation, we'll look at that as we go through. I've got some language for you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so academic posters online is a challenge. It's all in the design. You can do marvelous things, including sounds and videos if you want, include links on your poster. Practice your presentation, check your connection, and no background distractions. Okay, moving on. So the best academic posters we've found are those which can effectively summarize the important aspects of a given research topic. They're easy to read, understand, and they are visually appealing. I had a group from China and they only had pictures. They only had visuals. They had hardly any words, just the title. And so as the person looking at that poster, you had to ask questions and they had to answer questions because there was nothing to read. You do find if you've got too much text on a poster, what do? You stand and read it. And therefore you're not really talking to the person. So less text is really advisable. And how do you make your poster stand out? And you know, how do you make your poster something we want to look at? It's going to be vibrant, colour, smart, not busy, not too busy. You know, sometimes you see wallpaper, and you know the wallpaper in a house is too busy. You can't see anything else. You can't see the furniture or the curtains, the upholstery, because the wallpaper is making it too busy. It's the same with the poster. That's all I'm going to say at this stage. Okay, so your elevator pitch. You know we did an elevator pitch. You're going to do another one today. Okay, but this time, rather than 1 minute, you're doing 3 or more. So you'll be introducing your poster or whatever you have to present with a 3-minute pitch. So that can sometimes stretch a bit longer than 3 minutes, depending on what you've got to show us. But what you don't want to do is to give everything away. So you want to really engage and hook the audience in. So you want to capture the audience's interest. Okay, you introduce yourself and your poster, and then you spark a dialogue. Have a look. Okay, so you need a sentence or two to get people's attention and draw their interest. It could be a question or a statement that introduces the topic and how important it is. Here are some hooks, for example. For instance, if your poster is about the environment or ecology, you could say something like, before you even start, hello, my name's Catherine Prentice. Thanks for coming to my poster. Thanks for watching. I do hope, you know, we don't have any internet problems. However, let me start. Okay, have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? To come out with a nice hook like that is brilliant. Have you ever gone swimming in a lake or a river? So you completely throw the audience off. They don't know why you're saying that, but yes, actually, have a think about that question. And that can be your hook to get them interested. Sometimes a really good presentation might have a story to start with. So you open up with, hi, I'm Kathy. I'm going to start off with a short anecdote or a story. And you start off with a short story that takes, 20 seconds? Or you start off with a quote. I'm going to just quote you a famous orator. Language begins in the mind. Ba, 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 ba. And you know, you slow down with it. You're thoughtful. And you hook somebody in like a fish out of the water. You can do that online and face-to-face. I've only ever taught really face-to-face, these kind of methods, but I was thinking about this class and I thought, no, you can do that online. You can actually do that online. Okay, did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim? Did you know that? And so you see, immediately I've got you listening to me, okay? Or if you're talking about something like, I don't know, accommodation, housing, you could be talking about buildings. Did you know on an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside? including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence. The key thing here is slowing down and not just spitting it out like is to actually slow down and make that little quote your own. So as I've only got, how many of you here? Oh, where is everybody? I've got 7. Yeah, where we haven't got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we haven't got Susiati yet. So we'll start with Anastasia. Hello. I would like you, Anastasia, to deliver that first line to me.
Maybe.
Okay, now listen, in there you don't have any commas, all right? So you would never deliver that like, have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? It's lost. That is actually lost. So you have to decide which words do you want to stress, where do you want to pause, and where do you want to emphasize something. This is just an example, okay? So could you deliver that line to us? There's only us here, okay? So have a go. Which words are difficult? Have you ever? Have you ever? The Y and the ever. You ever. There's almost a W sound there. Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? Where do you pause? Okay, could you deliver that, please, Anastasia, to us? Your microphone's on.
Read it, yes.
When you're ready, yeah.
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
Isn't it hard? When you've only got to say that, you can almost make a mistake. Remember now, all of you, the first word is the most important. The last word is important. And in between, the stress words are important. So, have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? You can pause. Or have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river, say? You know, so you can actually, there are no grammatical rules about this. Okay, so have another go.
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
That's lovely. Great. Okay, so can I now hear Nabila, please?
The same sentence?
Yes, please. Can you deliver it to us to grab our attention?
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
Yeah, good. Nice pausing there. Good. Can we have Adela, please?
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
Lovely. All of you very, very different. Okay, Joe, can I hear you, please?
Yes. Okay. Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
Lovely. Okay. What I want you to do, all of you, is to not slide over any words, sliding like you're going through mud. Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? I want you to articulate the consonants. Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river? Give me the K of lake and the river. Okay? And the vowels there. Have you ever gone swimming? Wild swimming. Wild, a lovely I sound, I, wild. Give me the consonants and the vowels. Okay, who else have we got? Okay, Ellen, have a go, please. Ellen? Okay, Fitri.
Yes, let me try. Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
You do tend to speak a bit fast. Can you just slow that down again?
Right. Have you
and make it more positive. Put more, give me more of a question. Go.
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake
No,
or a
you're
river?
going straight. Have you ever gone? It's, you know, you're making a statement. So, have you ever? It's a statement, okay,
ever?
to grab the attention. Yeah.
Have you ever gone wild swimming in a lake or a river?
Good. We've got a nice question mark at the end. Good. Okay, back to Anastasia now, please. Now you're going to give me the second one. Did you know? Now, there's many ways you can say this. You don't have to copy me, but I would I could say this 10 different ways. Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim? You've got really quite difficult tongue twisters there. Interactions, bacteria, viruses, determine. So whenever you get something like that, I would slow down on more difficult vocabulary always to make it clear. Okay, have a go, Anastasia.
Did you know that the interaction between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
That wasn't a question, though. You went down at the end. Your voice went down. Determine
how safe
it is to swim. Yeah, good. Again, please. Did you know? Can you say that as if you're talking to us? Did you know?
Did you know that the interaction between bacteria and viruses in the
you're
lake?
pushing it again because you're nervous. Between bacteria and viruses in the lake. Okay. Did you know? As if you're telling a story. Okay. Again.
Did you know? Yeah. All right.
That's great. Yeah.
Did you know that the interaction between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
Good. The end bit was much better. You went a bit fast in the middle. Thank you. Okay, Nabila, could you have a go, please?
Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
I'd prefer to have a bit more pausing in there somewhere. Just a quick pause, but a pause to break it up because it's quite a long sentence. Have another go. And can you give us, did you know? Just have a go with, did you know?
Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
I'd have broken it off after viruses in the lake. I'd have had a pause there because you go viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim. It's quite a long piece of text there. Okay, have another go.
So break between lake and determine?
I think it would, yeah, have a break somewhere there, yeah.
Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
How did that feel for you?
Better.
In what way?
Better at giving my message across or asking my message across.
Yeah, when you slow down, we can actually listen. When you're going too fast, we lose concentration because we only hear half of it. Okay, brilliant. Okay, do you want to have a go, Adele, at that, please? Because you're listening to each other now, which is great. Okay, Adele.
Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
But you know what? I mean, you don't have to do the eyes like that, but that made me want to listen. You made me want to listen to you. Do you agree, everybody else? She made us want to listen to her. She did do a funny face. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Joe, have a go.
Okay. Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
Good. Can you slow down a bit, please, and do it again and give me more of a definite pause, please?
Sure. Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
Good, that's much better. What I'm looking for is clean English. Clean. Clean means you don't slide on vowels into the consonants, but you give us good clean English. So did you know? Because that's that did. It's a d. Did. Can you all say did? Did.
Did.
Have a go at did.
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 Did you? Did you?
Did you? Did you?
It's quite difficult. Did you?
Did you?
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah. Did you?
Did you?
Did you?
Did you?
So we want a nice clean beginning at the beginning. Thank you. Okay.
Did you know
Ellen, have a go.
that
Is she still there or is she
between
gone?
bacteria
Ellen.
and viruses in the lake determine how safe
Okay,
to swim-
Fitri.
to swim. Yes. Okay. Did you know that the interactions between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
You see, you slid on those words. You slid on save is to swim. You went okay. It was great up until determined, but then you lost sharpness. You lost the sharpness to the consonants. Okay, can you have another go, please?
Okay. Did you know that the interaction between bacteria and viruses in the lake?
You're rushing again. You're really rushing. I'm not even hearing the S of interactions. Did you know? I would break on no. I'd break on no. Have another go. Go on. Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know that the interaction between bacteria and viruses in the lake determine how safe it is to swim?
That was so much better. Did it feel okay?
Yeah, a bit better.
Did that feel good?
Yeah, I think.
Honestly, you have to be aware of how you sound when you're giving a presentation, and you know there's a lot of rushing. Okay, this final one, again, what's important are names of places, figures, and stress words. Slow down, and particularly difficult vocabulary, which is difficult. It's a mouth. We call it mouthful. A mouthful of words, of letters. So, on an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people. So that's a lot of people that are out there actually homeless. So you need to really stress that. On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence. That last bit is very, it's a mouthful of words. So I'd like you to have a go, and you make it your own in the end. You know, whenever you're giving a presentation, you know, whatever you do, you make it your own. You might stress where somebody else doesn't stress. Okay, I've done a lot of exams with LAMDA. LAMDA is the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. And no two students deliver a line in the same way. You put your own pauses in, your own stress in, even a silence. You can even give, we're looking at silences in a minute. On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence. So again, I slow down my pace. I want you to have a go now at that, okay? We'll go from the top with Anastasia, okay? Off you go when you're ready, Anastasia.
Okay.
5,000 people experiencing
on the average night
okay. You know, when you start, it's breathing, and it's on an average. It was on nan. So the N of the on goes onto the A, and so it's on nan. On an average. On an average.
On an average.
On an average. Can you say that? On an average.
On an average.
It's quite tricky.
On an average.
You're good. It's difficult. So it's like on nan average. On an average. Sorry, I want to also put a. It sounds like this that you're saying. On an average.
On an average.
Okay, off you go.
On an average.
On an average night in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Overthinking. On an average.
On an average.
On an average.
Good. Yes. Good. Again.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
Okay, you've had a go at it once now. Now can you actually give me some pausing in it? Because you went Chicago, 5,000 people. There was no kind of, in your voice, any surprise or shock. You need to show us that. What you need to do as well, what needs to come through with presentations, I always say this, is speaking from the heart. From the heart, like you really mean it. Okay, when you can actually give part of yourself to a presentation, you come over as genuine, as caring. Those to me are as important as delivering a presentation, that you speak from the heart. So again.
I forgot about on an average.
On an average, yeah. It's in the chat box.
On an average.
Yeah.
5,000 people.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's many women. It's women.
Many women.
Yeah, including. So again, I'd like you to give me more color in your voice, more color, and that means giving us more expressing keywords. On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside. And I suppose the other thing is pacing. It's pacing as well. You're giving me one pace all the way through. Have another go.
On an average night in
Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many.
Break 1, 2. On a comma, give me at least 2. Okay, give me at least 2. Sleep outside, 1, 2. Including 1, many women. Okay, again.
On an average night in Chicago,
1, 2.
It's so difficult for me.
But this is good. This is why you're here on this course. Give me surprise. 5,000 people.
On an average night in Chicago,
5,000 people experiencing.
That's it. Good. Start from the beginning again. I hope you're all learning from this. Give it me again. Go on.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
Well done. How did that feel? That feel good? Did that feel good?
Yes. Yes.
You notice in your voice? Yeah, for me then, you came alive. You came alive then. Okay, Nabila. Let's listen to you then, Nabila.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
That was really excellent, actually. That was, yeah. I mean, I could hear, yeah. Can you give it me once more, please? And maybe not give me the same length all the way through. So you actually, when you get to the thought group, which is on an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence. You know, you can really play along with the words then, and play along with the timing, the pacing. It's wonderful learning English. Again.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
Excellent. And you made us want to listen to you then. It was clear, you know, lots of clarity and pacing, pausing. Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. Adele, let's hear you then. Do you do drama, Adele? Have you done drama?
Yes, I'm actually in the drama club.
I thought so. I remember that. I remember reading it. Yeah. Are you as well, Adele? Sorry, are you as well, Nabila? Are you doing drama?
No, I just like talking.
Okay, let's listen to Adele then. Come on then, Adele. Look at her eyes again. Her eyes are ready again to make us look at her eyes. Go on.
Might as well make a performance out of it, Kathy, you know.
Go on.
Like a script reading. On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
Excellent. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Well done. Well read. Okay, Joe. Let's have a listen to Joe.
On an average night in Chicago,
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
Well spoken, well spoken. You've changed. Immediately you've changed because you're listening to everybody else and you know what I'm requiring from you. That's well done. Okay, Ellen, she's not here, is she? Is Ellen gone? Susie Atti's not here. Okay, Fitri.
Okay. Well, I'm nervous.
Now don't rush it. Don't rush it, Fitri.
Okay.
You're not running for the bus. The bus
Okay.
is gone.
On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence.
I didn't hear vulnerable then. I heard some other word.
Yeah.
Can you give it me again? I didn't hear vulnerable.
Okay.
And you're rushing it. One more go and then we'll move on.
Okay. On an average night in Chicago, 5,000 people experiencing homelessness sleep outside, including many women who are particularly vulnerable to violence. I'm struggling.
I'm not hearing vulnerable.
Yeah.
Can you say this? Can you say this, please? Particularly vulnerable. Particularly vulnerable.
Particularly vulnerable. A lot of down there, and I'm struggling.
There's a lot of there's a lot of la. Particularly vulnerable.
Particularly vulnerable to violence. I need to
Well
practice.
done. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be looking at the power of the pause next. I loved my slide there. Do you like my slide?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please go to the my file and find the thoughts group exercise, please? In my file, thought groups. And I'll upload it from my computer as well. Can you see thought groups? Week 5, polishing your work. Thought groups exercise.
Yes.
Have you all got it?
Yes. Got it. Yes.
Okay. Right. First of all, then, I want you to read a line each. Let me just go to it. Okay, I'd like you to read to the first full stop, please. This is just reading at sight. Starting with Anastasia, could you read the first sentence, please?
In the file.
File, week 5, thought groups.
I just open it.
Have you got it?
I'm trying to open it.
Okay. Okay, while you're opening it, have you got it? Okay, we'll start with Nabila then. Nabila, have you got it open?
When people speak.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay, can you deliver that to us, please? Thinking about pausing, etc. Off you go.
When people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice.
Thank you. Can you carry on, please, Adele?
Hold on. Throwing off the rhythm here. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language.
Thank you. Carry on, Joe. Joe? Okay, while we're waiting, Fitri, can you read it?
Okay. The bad news is that in order to make you...
Oh, no, it's not the bad news, is that it? The bad news, break.
The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, but you must employ the English convention for signaling them.
Actually, that but shouldn't be there. Can you all ignore that but? I don't know what they're there. Okay, carry on.
Should I repeat?
Yeah, what do you have to do then?
Okay. The bad news is that in order to make your thought group understood, you must employ
Well,
the
just
English.
stop there. What you're doing is you're giving me, you are sliding. You're going. Your may your thought groups is make your thought groups. Give me the k. Give me the diction. Give me the consonant. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups, I want to hear the t, the s, the k. I want to hear ends of words again.
Okay. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, you must employ the English conventions for signaling them.
Carry on.
Okay.
Pause.
Pause, yeah. So.
Yeah, next one.
Thought, okay. Okay. Oh, it's the same.
Okay, so it's pause, change of intonation, lengthen the final syllable. This is really important. Just coming back to the screen a minute. And so to make your thought groups understood, it's pause, change of intonation. That is so important. To make your voice interesting, you change the intonation. Okay? And so, for instance, we'll go back. Are you there now, Joe?
Hi, hello.
Have you got the exercise in front of you?
Hello?
Have you got the exercise in front of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can you read it again then, please? Can you read the first sentence?
When people speak or the...
Yeah, from the top. There's not much to it, yeah.
Okay. When people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice.
Okay, stop. It's punctuation. Can you give me the full value of that word? Punctuation.
Punctuation.
Punctuation. Tuation.
Punctuation.
Yeah, of the voice. Okay, can somebody else carry on? Okay. Let's go back to Anastasia, please.
Sorry, but I can't open it. Just a blue circle in my screen.
Let's have a quick look. Hold on. I'm just going to upload it from here now. Week 5. Okay, thought groups. Okay, it's there now. Can you open it now? Can you open it? It's in the chat box.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, can you read the second sentence, please? What I want then is I'm going to get you all to do it all the way through, and I want to hear change of intonation as you jump to the next sentence. So the voice, we're trying to get you from saying things like monotonous, da, 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 to change of intonation. So the voice goes up or down, slow down, faster, pause, full stop, and silences. Okay, could you read the next sentence, please?
The good news?
Yeah, please. The good news. So you've got the D of good. The good news. I don't want to hear the good news. Students are very, very good at doing that. The good news. The good news.
Okay. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic. That they are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language.
That's good. Now, what I'm not hearing there is I'm not hearing the consonants. And that's you, the nice T, the nice diction there, the diction. I'm trying to get you to give me more clarity. Have we got Ellen back? Ellen.
Ellen is on the screen but mute.
She's muted. Yeah, Ellen. Okay. Right, okay, one by one, I'd like you to read the whole exercise for me, please. I want you to listen to each other and to see, and to when that person's finished, I want you to give them feedback as you listen. I want you to give them feedback and be honest. So we'll start with, we'll go the other way. We'll start with Nabila, please.
From when to them?
From the top to the bottom.
Okay. When people speak, They divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, but you must employ the English conventions for signaling them. Is there supposed to be that?
Yeah, the but should not be there. Can you all not read the but? That's a mistake, and you were right to pause on it. Okay, what did you all think? Can you give Nabila some feedback, please?
Good.
Good. What in what way good? Good.
I mean, better than me. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
She used her pauses well, I think. I personally.
Yeah, the pauses, yeah.
I think, if anything, Nabila, for me, it was just a tad too slow.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought it was a bit laboured.
Okay.
So you could actually speed up a little bit and then slow down again. This is just, I mean, you know, you do have very good English, but if you want to make your voice even more interesting, the slowing up and even the silences. So, just read it. For example, when people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice. So you're trying to explain what that means. So it's a sort of punctuation of the voice. Yeah. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language. 2, 3. The bad news. Okay, so in other words, don't be frightened of a bit of silence as well. You can almost count 3 for a full stop and 2 for a comma. I always think 2 for a comma and 3 for the cousin, the full stop. Okay, well done. Good, okay. And now Adele, please. She loves this. Now, don't forget, don't be too dramatic.
I love me a bit of theatrics, Kathy.
I know you do, but you're not delivering Shakespeare here, okay? Methinks it were easy.
We do.
Pluck bright honour by the pale-faced moon and plunge into the fathoms deep. Dragon bright honour by thy locks. Okay, we're not doing that. You're delivering factual information to us, all right? Okay.
Ahem.
Ahem.
When people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, you must employ the English conventions for signaling them.
Well done. Well done. I think you've got great control over your voice, and you can really make that. You could actually speak that in 10 different ways, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could actually.
I was like racking my brain to think
no,
of
it's
which.
Good. No, that was nicely delivered. All I say is that don't make it too dramatic when you're speaking, giving a presentation, because it's not a drama. But I'm reinforcing today. I'm having to exaggerate today so that when you do speak, you will come down a bit. But to make, what you have to think to yourself, why should somebody listen to you? Why should we listen? What is it about you? And it's always, before any content, it's you and your voice is the most important thing I want you to take away from this 5-week course. It's you and your voice is the most important. Okay. As soon as you open your mouth, we make judgments. We do. Think, start off quiet. This person's not very confident. Start off the first word and the last word, really important anyway. It's the same with delivering Shakespeare, first word, last word. But in between all of that is really important, and slowing down, etc., on figures, important information. So do we have, Joe, are you there now?
Yes.
Are you ready to present this short piece to us?
Yes, I was born ready.
Good. Okay, off you go.
Okay. When people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, you must employ the English conventions for signaling them.
So what happens there then is, this is my feedback. As soon as you start speaking as fast as you did then, you lose quality of English. Every time you go faster. Okay, of course you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can say it very, very quickly, you know. But you're not giving me the ends of words. You're not giving me not and must. I want to hear the consonants as well. But too fast, Joe. But much better. Okay, Anastasia, you going?
Yeah, I have to go.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sorry.
Yes, of course it is. Okay, well, hopefully, see you on Tuesday, Anastasia.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Anastasia.
Okay, so, can we have, is Ellen there or not?
Helen is on
You
the
just
screen.
put a picture up. Fitri, have a go, please. Do not rush it, please.
Yeah, I'm under pressure, Katie. Everyone is getting
Come on.
better. Okay, let me try.
They are getting better. Everybody is getting better. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. When people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups, a sort of punctuation of the voice. The good news is that this is decided on grammar and not on logic, and that you are as well as able to decide where to pause as anyone with English as their first language. The bad news is that in order to make your thought groups understood, you must employ the English conventions for signaling them.
For signaling them. Get
Oh,
the stress
signaling.
right on that word.
Signaling them.
No, signaling.
Signaling them.
Signaling.
Signaling. That one?
First stress. Signaling first, yeah. Signaling them.
Signaling
I'm
them.
going to say to you again, Fitri, that was really 100% much better. But you're still really so used to speaking fast, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are. And you know, I want you to really, really slow down, please. 50%. And to really, really think about what you're saying more, okay? Now, also, with your voice, I want more colour in it. And you get colour by change of intonation. Okay, so when people speak, they divide what they say into logical groups. A sort of punctuation of the voice. Breathe. The good news is that this is decided on logic and not on grammar. Okay, contrast. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. Contrast. Give us a change of intonation. The good news is that this is decided on logic, not on grammar. The bad news is this, okay? It makes the voice very monotonous, so I want you to give me contrast in sentences. Okay, good. I want to move on now because... Okay, we've done that now. And you put your own pauses in, etc., etc. Okay. You're going to now look at some quotes from 3 famous orators. And I want you to look at these, and then you're going to deliver these quotes. So this is Cicero. Who was Cicero then, Adele? Who was Cicero? Who's this man here?
I've heard of his name, but I've never actually known what he has done.
Okay, you can
Hold on,
check
let me
it
look.
out anyway and tell me afterwards. So I want you to read his quotes for the first time and pause where the comma is after the word delivery here. The second time, I want you to read it again and put in 2 more commas, pauses, in addition to the comma that's there after delivery. So have a look at it now. Where do you think you might put in 2 more commas? And what is the effect
after
of
the word
introducing them?
speaker?
You what, Joe?
After the word speaker.
You'd put one in there, would you? Okay, speaker, okay. And what about the next one?
Of any
Uh,
account? Of any account?
Maybe account, yeah. You could, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing again. And I want you to read it first with 1 comma. Then I want you to read it with 3 commas, giving me pause, change of intonation, and maybe even a little silence where you don't say anything. Remember, without good delivery, 1, 2, the best speaker, 1, 2, that's the counting for the comma in your head. So without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all. You can say without good delivery. I can even pause after without. I can even slow down after good. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all. So I've put another comma in there. It's up to you. So this is your chance to really have a go at this. So let's start then from the top with Nabila, please.
First with 1 comma.
First with the 1 comma, and then you can put in as many commas as you like, or pauses.
Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
Okay, good. At all. At all.
At all.
Yeah, don't give me an American at all. At all.
At all.
So the T goes onto the A. At all.
At all.
Okay.
At
And
all.
again, okay, put in whatever you want now.
Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
What did you think to that then? How did that feel?
A bit slow.
It felt a bit slow, did it?
Yeah.
Without good delivery.
Okay, I think
without-
you're tending to go on the slower side, so I think you could speed it up a bit by
Okay.
jumping
without
off the
good
comma to the next
delivery,
word. So
the best speaker
without
cannot be
good
of any
delivery,
account
I
at
think
all.
you've got to really use your voice more. You've got to put more emphasis into your voice, okay? Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all. Again,
At all. At all.
I want
Without-
more enthusiasm. That's what I'm looking for, okay?
Without good delivery.
Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
You're giving me at all. You're giving me a very American finish to it. At all.
We're used to speaking in an American accent.
I know. Give
At
me,
all.
just try at all.
At
all.
all. At
At all.
at all. Ugh, at all.
What it would be sounds like this, look. Ah. At all.
At all. At all. At all.
At all.
At all.
At all.
At all.
Okay, okay.
Have another go.
At all.
Without good delivery,
Can you give me the T of without? That will help you jump to the next word. Without good
Without.
delivery. Give me the duh and the duh. Give me the consonants here, please.
without
Without-
good
Without
delivery,
good delivery
the best speaker cannot
The best
be of
speaker
any account
cannot be
at all.
of any
At
account.
all.
At all.
without
At all.
At all.
That's so much better.
At all.
Not
Without
bad
good
at all.
delivery,
Good, Joe.
that speaker cannot be
Joe,
of
have a
any
go.
account at
Yeah.
all.
Okay. Without good delivery,
Don't give me a good. Don't give me a good. I want a good. I don't want a
Good.
good. I don't want to. I don't
Without-
want I don't want a T sounding. Without good delivery.
without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
That's a bit fast, but go on. Now put me some more commas in, please.
Without
Okay.
good delivery. the best
Without
speaker cannot
good
be of any
delivery,
account at all.
The best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
Mo, how did that feel?
I think great. Pretty much good, I believe.
Yeah, what you're starting to do now is to notice the text, notice your voice, and see what you can do with your voice. I'm not saying that you've got to be dramatic like this when you're giving a presentation, but it's starting for you to be aware of how you sound and how you're delivering, and the importance of stress and intonation. Thank you. Okay, Fitri, have a go.
Okay. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
Now, Fitri, can you smile when you're saying this, please? Can you just smile? I want you to get the sound into your cheeks here and smiling, and like you really mean it. I want you to sound more sincere. Okay. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all. Okay. So it's more enthusiasm I want, I think. That's what I want. I want you to sort of be more enthusiastic, not like you're lying there like that going, without certainty. Okay, again.
Okay. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be...
Without good... without. Give me a without. Can you say without? Without good delivery.
Without good delivery, the best speaker...
Good.
The best speaker cannot be of any account at all. At all.
At all.
Sorry. At all.
At all.
At all.
At all.
At all.
Good. At all.
At all.
At all.
Okay.
You've got your braces on. Oh, sorry, Joe. Okay, that's fine. What? Let me just explain to you. When you hear words going without good delivery, the best speaker, it keeps you speaking as Indonesian and not good English. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean this as a criticism, but I always say to students, that's lazy English, lazy. Because to work at consonants, you have to work at it, exercising your mouth. Okay, because words will not come out unless you actually exercise your lips and push the words out. It's so easy to just go without good delivery. The best speaker cannot be of any account at all. Okay, without good delivery. Without good delivery. You can hear it. Look. Again, can you just say that, please? Without good delivery.
Without good delivery. Without good delivery.
Much better, Fitri.
Thank you.
Can you now give me 2 commas?
Okay. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all. Sorry.
At all.
At all. Yeah. I forgot. Sorry.
That's it. You got it.
Let's
look at the next one.
Thank you.
This is very, very famous from Mark Twain. He's got no commas. I'd like you to read it, please, Nabila. You listening? Yeah. He's got no commas. Then again, I want you to add as many or few commas as you wish and read them out loud. And where have you put those extra commas? Okay. So Mark Twain, he's very famous. Yeah, you know who he is. No word. Now, this is really important. You get your diction. Diction is clarity of sounds, of consonants and vowels. Okay. No word. I want to hear the duh. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. So here again, we've got some lovely D's. Word, effective, timed, pause. But of course, I'm not wanting you to go, no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. That sounds insincere and false. But you can still use the diction like, oh, did I give you... Adele, did you? Yes, you did. Adele, did you read that last one? No, let's go back. Let's go back very quickly.
Okay. With the first comma and then
please, yes, please, yeah.
Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
Good.
Now additional. Okay. Without good delivery, the best speaker cannot be of any account at all.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Okay. Okay, Nabila. Okay, so what we're concentrating on here is not only the consonants, the D's, but to put in a comma or two of your own, make it your own, okay, as if you're delivering it to a massive hall. Imagine you're talking to people really at the back of a large hall, okay, not the front row, the back of the hall. Okay, have a go.
Okay, let me really imagine it.
Imagine it. Imagine looking out, and there they are at the back. They all need to hear it. Okay.
No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Good, good. Really good rhetoric there. Yeah, really good. Okay, have another go and put me in another comma there. Another break.
Add another comma.
Yeah, somewhere. Just, or even speed up or slow down. Have a play with it.
No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Well done. I can't better that. I mean, I think that was excellent. Did that feel good? Yeah. So projecting the voice as well, projecting to the back. No word was ever as effective. You can put a nice silence in there because you know what? That's your hook. You want to hook the audience into you to listen, and that is done with a silence. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. You know, if you listen to Barack Obama, who was president of America, you listen to him, he's a wonderful public speaker. He will pause in so many places, and it makes you want to hear more. He hooks the audience in. He's had a lot of training on the voice. And so did Margaret Thatcher, our female Prime Minister. The lady is not for burning. Very, very good, clipped English. Okay, well done. Adele.
No word was ever as effective.
You're at the back. Oh. You're at the back of the hall now. You've got to speak to the people at the back.
Ahem.
Ahem.
No word. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Good. Have another go now you've said it and see if you can play with it.
Okay. I can't help but be dramatic though, Kathy.
I know you can't, but have a go.
Word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Good. Nice. Thank you. We're all learning from each other. Joe, have you got your braces in still, yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Have a go.
No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Not bad at all. Have another go now and give me a bit more interest in it. Interest, I mean, with change of intonation, faster, slower, pausing, even a silence. Try a silence in it.
Okay. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
You know what? That's so much 100% better. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
So much better that was. Thank you. Okay, and Fitri. Here we go, Fitri.
Okay. No word was...
Fitri, can I just say you sound miles away. Where are you? I mean, I know you are miles away.
Yeah.
But you don't sound very close to the...
Yeah. I mean, the microphone is standing microphone, so I need to get close here. Okay.
Go on then.
Okay. No word was ever as effective as rightly timed pause.
That was all over the place.
Mm,
You were skating through the words. Give it me again.
Yeah,
Concentrate on word for word to start with. Okay, no word.
No word was ever as effective as rightly timed pause.
Every time you go faster, you lose quality of English. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed. You should be heading for rightly with your voice. Timed pause. The as a is just quick. As a rightly, it's a jumping off to get to rightly. As a rightly timed pause. Have another go.
Okay. No word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.
Much better. Did you feel it was better?
Yeah, but much struggle still. I think I need to work on my I don't know.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this one then. Can't remember who he is now. Okay, what about this one then? And you must agree with this. When you own your voice, you own your power, and it's so true. Okay, again, I want you to deliver this line, and you could maybe say, when you own your voice, you own your power. Or you could say, when you own your voice, you own your power. You can stress where the hell you like. Where you like. As you know, there are no rules. We've just read it on the thought groups exercise. But I want you to at least give me some pauses, even a silence. So the silence, don't remember, is a full stop. 1, 2, 3. When you own your voice, you own your power. Okay, start off then with Nabila, please.
Okay.
Don't forget, you're projecting your voice to the back of a big auditorium.
When you own your voice, you own your power.
I like that with the microphone.
It's a fake one.
What is it? Okay, I'm using my pen. Have another go, because I don't think Adele was watching that. Another go, please.
When you own your voice, you own your power.
Well done. Yeah, I like it. I've got nothing
She
to add.
kind of sounds like a
actually.
politician.
Yeah, she does. Adele, have a go. Get your microphone ready. Get your microphone ready like that. A pen. Or... have a go. Have a go. Okay.
It's like we're in a roleplay class. I love that. When you own your voice, you own your power.
Lovely. Give it me again in a different way. Give it me again. Different way.
I need to come. When you own your voice, you own your power.
Lovely. Like it. Like it. Well done. Okay. Joe. Joe, get your microphone ready. Even if you use a pen. Come on.
Okay.
Can I see
When
the
you-
microphone? Microphone.
Microphone? I don't have a microphone.
No, have a pen like me. Have a pen. Use a pen.
How
Let's go.
about
Hairbrush is fine. Fine.
airbrush? Okay. When you own your voice, you own your power.
Again, give it me again, please. And give me a different pausing. Okay. When. Start off with when.
When can I use the comma after own?
Yeah. When you own your voice, why not? Yeah.
When you own your voice, you own your power.
Lovely. Like it. Well done. Well done. Fitri, no pressure.
Yes, I'll try.
Let's see your microphone.
Yeah, it's on mic now. Okay. When you own your voice, you own your power. I don't know, it's too loud.
Whoa, wow. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Give it me again. Give it me again, please, in a different way.
Okay. When you own your voice, you own your power.
Yeah, good. Not bad at all. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. See what's next. Okay, right. So it's your own little posters now. We've just got 20 past. Okay. So you know it's the message you're going to convey, how the audience understand your message best, and we've been working on the voice. So these are some quick warm-up exercises. Let's have a quick go at this. Look, these are the Royal Shakespeare Theatre exercises. It's patakata, katatapa, patakata, katapata, 5 times. So patakata, katapata. Let's for the licks. Have a go. 1, 2, 3. Patakata, katapata. Have a go. Patakata. Yeah, patakata, katapa.
Patakata, katapata. Patakata, katapata.
Have a go.
Patakata, katapata. Patakata, katapata. Patakata.
Okay, let's have a look at this one then. Tadara, radata, tadara, radata, tadara, radata. 5 times. 1, 2, 3.
Tadara, ratata.
Tadara, ratata.
Tadara, ratata. Tadara.
I should see your lips moving. Come on.
Tadara, ratata. Tadara, ratata. Tadara.
Okay. Now let's have a look at number 3. Th, as in thin, thin.
Thin.
This a sh, sh sa thi. This a sh, sh sa thi. Okay. The tongue is in the teeth here. Th, thin. Can you say thin?
Thin.
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 Have a go at the exercise.
Thin.
This a sh, sh sa th.
This is sh.
This a sh,
That's a sh.
yeah, it's this a sh, sh sa th.
Sh.
This
This a sh, sh sa thi. This a sh sa thi.
This is sh.
Good go. Okay, good go. 4. Okay, this is like the j in measure, like
Ja.
as in this. So,
Ja.
so the, z,
Ja.
j, j,
Z.
z,
Ja.
Ja.
See the je, je, the, the.
Si.
Si,
Z.
ja.
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 Z.
Ja.
Si. Si. Z. Ja. Ja. Z. Si.
You know that actors and actresses at the Shakespeare Theatre use these exercises before they go on stage to get their mouth loosened up. Their lips, their tongue, everything. And I want you to be doing these before you come online next week, okay? Right.
Tata.
Can you give me ta 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 ta
Ta ta
ta
ta.
ta 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 ta
Ta ta
ta
ta ta ta.
ta 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 ta
Ta ta ta ta.
Ta 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 ta.
Ta ta
ta
ta
ta
ta.
ta ta ta.
Ta
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 ta.
ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta.
Okay, and give me the D then. Let's do the D like D. Okay, da 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 da.
Da
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 da da da.
da
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 da da da da da.
Da
da
da da da da.
da 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 da.
Good. Okay, the next one is ta da ta ta da ta ta da ta ta da ta.
Ta ta cha. Ta ta cha.
Ta da da. Ta.
I'm going to leave my PowerPoint. I'm going to leave my PowerPoint in my files if you want to get this exercise from it. Okay. I'll leave my whole PowerPoint for you to look at.
Please.
Ta da ta.
And the last one is da ta da da ta da
Da ta
da
da.
ta da
Da ta da.
Da
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 ta
ta
da.
da
Da ta da.
Da
Da
ta
ta
da.
da.
da ta da da ta da
Da ta da.
da ta da da ta da da ta da
Da ta.
So when you go to say, all the world's a stage and we're merely players, your mouth is already there. It's all exercised and ready. And so you can see by actually doing some exercises, some vocal exercises, it really does help to loosen up your mouth. Okay? Right, so we're nearly to where I want to be. Okay, I'm leaving this on for you to look at afterwards, to go to the files. That's a really good question. Thank you when people ask questions. What an excellent question. Let me give you my thoughts. I'm glad you asked that. Thank you for that question. I'm not sure about the answer. May I get back to you? I'm not sure about the answer. Maybe my classmate can answer this one. Pass the book. Okay, language for charts. You can see in this table, this graph clearly shows the bottom of the poster, the top left, the top right. Okay. Okay. Let's just go now to your presentations, please. Okay. At the end of the day, just say thank you for listening at the end of the presentation. Your poster next week. And the main thing is to be able to discuss the content and talk about it and to bring in the audience, okay? Bring in whoever's watching. It'll be Penny and myself, hopefully Nicola and Jonathan from our course. Hopefully they'll come along as well. So now, who would like to start, please, sharing? I'll stop presenting. Stop presenting. Who would like to start? We'll start with Nabila. Would you like to share your talk about something with us here? Something visual. Off you go.
Something. So I have to prepare a picture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me just find that real quick.
And share it with us.
It's just a picture, and I'll be explaining. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah. You can see. This picture shows. Yeah. Using some nice English.
Okay. It's just on top of my head, so it wouldn't be the best. Okay.
You're going to share it with us, yeah.
I share screen, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh. It's loading.
Okay.
Taking forever to load.
You know, make us interested in it. Why should we listen to you? What is it about it? You could start off with next week on Tuesday, start off with a quote that's something to do with your presentation or a little story or why you chose it. Let me start by telling you why I chose this topic, why we chose this topic for our poster. Because
I can't seem to share my screen.
Really?
Yeah, it's buffering, but nothing's. Is it okay if I just use my phone and like?
You
can't see anything.
You can drop the picture on the chat, so I'll try. I can share.
Okay.
Probably. Let me try.
Into the chat box, and then we can open it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea. Thank you, IT specialist.
No problem.
Okay. Have you guys received my picture?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah. Good idea. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Do I start?
Yes, please. Yeah. I'll put the timer on. You've got 3 minutes.
Okay. Did you know that more than 50% of fast fashion clothes will be discarded within 1 year of purchase, thanks to fast-moving trends? Hello, everyone. My name is Bella, and today I will be presenting about why fast fashion is bad for the environment and for social causes. Statistics have showed that people have bought 60% more garments in 2014 than in 2000, and they only keep the clothes for half as long. And by 2030, the global apparel consumption is projected to rise by 63%, from 62 million tons of fast fashion waste today to 102 million tons of fast fashion waste, equivalent to more than 500 billion additional t-shirts. Now, we need to consider the concept of fast fashion and explore the history of fast fashion. Now, I won't be able to go discuss all of that in 3 minutes, but the concept of fast fashion is to simply take from trends on the runway and simply make it into an easy and accessible way to purchase fast fashion. And it is supposed to be intended for the poor, the people that cannot afford higher end slow fashion. But people have come to use this and take advantage of it in a bad manner, such as making hauls or over purchasing, overbuying, creating more trash and more fashion pollution. And this is to also harm the workers, as fast fashion has a high demand and thus needs a big factory of workers, and this may lead to child labor, forced labor, and underpayment. And it suggests that fast fashion does not support an eco-conscious lifestyle that is necessary in the modern world, while global warming and climate change is coming to ascend. We need to explore the harm of fast fashion and understand how people came to this notion on fast fashion. We need to formulate. Me, Zita, and my fellow partner have formulated a research to focus questions on to explore the harm of fast fashion in a social manner as well. So in a social manner, fast fashion is known to take from independent designers and take from their learning process.
Okay, you need to finish there, I'm afraid.
And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Actually, Nabila, what an interesting visual that was, because, you know, that in itself told a story. That in itself, that picture was so, you know, the fact that you chose that in itself, even if you hadn't spoken, we can read that picture. We can see that it's loads and loads of clothes discarded, etc. But I like the way that you started off with a nice opening line, and you also you slowed down on figures, because there's a lot of figures in there. Okay, figures can be boring, and if people miss them, you know, it's, what was that she said, 55,000 or 500,000, and interesting information. But also I like the way you used "we need to consider." So it's encompassing the audience as well. We like that as an audience. We, meaning not just you as the presenter, but us listening as well. So that was it. That was excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, who's next, please? It must be Nabila. Yeah. Sorry, Adele. Okay, are you ready, Adele?
Adele just muted.
I feel a bit pressured now because she did an amazing job. But I'll do my best.
Where is it? What are you sharing with us?
I am sharing a picture that has a quote in it.
Can you actually share it, or do you want to put it into the box? Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
You've got 3 minutes.
Your reaction tells me that you can see it. Can everyone else see it?
We can. Thank you. 3 minutes starting now.
All right. By sharing this lovely quote that is shown in this picture. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. This is a very powerful quote made by the fox that is in this picture from the book, from the classic story of The Little Prince, made by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. In this presentation, I will be retelling the plot of the story and how it has affected me in my life. For starters, this movie is actually a scene from the same Little Prince, made into two. While it has the characters of the Little Prince, other characters such as the and many more in the movie, the Little Prince is not actually the main character. It depicts a little girl unnamed in the story. We can see that there is a story of how her innocence is being tested when she moves into this new neighborhood. As the story goes along, the story of the Little Prince will be reiterated to sort of keep showing us that he is the main innocent figure in this movie. This movie has affected me more than I have ever realized when I first watched it in 2015. It made me want to read the book that it was based on, and it has affected me emotionally and made me realize some very, very important things. How my innocence is one of the most important things in my life, and how even though I can lose it, this is why I believe is a much more complicated and symbolic piece of media that I believe that we should all or honor in watching. And that in this movie, you will have come to realize that maybe that there are certain things that I have been able to.
I have to ask you to stop there. Thank you. Thank you very much there, Adele.
I got so nervous. I'm very sorry, Kathy. I'm not usually like this, but I got so nervous for some reason. It was
intermittent with this you were in and out of the network a lot, which broke it up. But lovely topic. And I love the quote to start with, and again, a lovely picture. Very, the visual was lovely, and I liked your nice pacing there. Nice pacing, and again, inclusive of we can see from this story. So you're not setting yourself apart from the audience. You're including us. And I like the personalization of it as well. We all love to hear a story of somebody, which you allow a little bit of yourself into the audience, where you tell something. I think everybody appreciates that. Immediately, it's engaging, telling something about yourself. I don't mean you talk about yourself the whole time, but I mean a little bit, And I like the emphasis on very, very, it came across as very sincere. Well done. Thank you for bringing that.
Kathy.
Okay, now Joe, please. Joe, what have you got for us?
Okay. Wait, hold on a minute. Okay, where should I put the image?
You could put it into the chat box, unless you can actually share your screen.
Chat. Upload from my computer. Okay, can you see it?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Can I start?
Okay. Can you start, please, now?
Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? If no, you might want to hear my presentation. But if yes, you also have to hear my presentation. My name is Joe, and today I will present my thoughts about ghosts. Imagine you're home alone in the middle of the night, and you get off the bed because you assume you hear footsteps in your kitchen. You get off the bed and go into the kitchen to see a shocking sight, a shadow walking into the other room. You think you have witnessed a ghost in your own home. However, scientists will declare it was just a hallucination. Millions of people around the world believe in ghosts and haunted houses. However, scientists believe that there are far more reasonable explanations for what some believe paranormal activity. Ghosts are real and are a prominent part of life because they are the spirits or souls of a dead person who has not fully moved on quite yet. Many people in the world post photographs with a glowing light in the picture and claim they have captured a picture of a ghost. However, scientists will say otherwise. Scientists say that the glowing light in the picture is an orb, which is invincible to the naked eye and can only be seen in pictures. Sometimes, when dust or something is too close to the camera, the picture will turn out blurry and out of focus. And when the camera flashes on, the glowing orb will appear in the picture and thus be mistaken for a ghost. By analyzing the parapsychological and the paranormal, the survival theory, the situations in which ghosts usually appear, and how most of those experiences are easily proven are fakes, we have to come to the conclusion that it is impossible for ghosts to truly exist unless evidence proves the otherwise. Even if later on, experience actually turned out to have a sixth sense that could perceive the dead. Could it just be a sixth sense? Or probably some people try to get an attention? I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go close that. Wow, that's weird, isn't it? Scary. Okay, Joe, that was a nice question at the start. And I like the fact that you said, well, if you haven't heard about ghosts, I'm going to tell you anyway. You could have made that a bit, slow down a little bit and made more of that, I thought, but a good start. Nicely paced most of the time. However, you did get faster and faster in places. And I thought, slow down, because it's such an interesting picture. I mean, it's got so much you could say about that. Yeah, you know, really weird. I mean, that sort of thing scares me. It frightens me, the paranormal and the parapsychological. But you use some nice emphasis and a nice change of intonation. Your voice already is much more interesting than it was, say, last week. Because I think you're picking up on things, okay? But you need to be careful on plurals. So you said experience turn out, when it should be experience turns out to. Make sure you know, when you've got plurals, you give us the plural. And you don't skip on that, okay? Because those are all the things that kind of like you think, yeah. But otherwise, you know, I thought that was really nicely presented, and I look forward to seeing your poster next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Okay, thank you. Finally, Fitri, what are you sharing with us?
Wow, I'm the last. I'm getting more nervous.
Oh, don't sound so fed up and things. Come on, you are our IT specialist as well, so.
I think I've dropped the pictures. No, let me share it on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think I already put it on the chat. Can you all see that?
Oh, have you put it on the 922? Yeah. Is that yours there? That one?
Before Reggian pictures, I think.
Oh yes.
Can you see?
Is that you there?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, when I was younger than today, it was me.
Okay, so you've got 3 minutes to start now explaining the picture. Go.
Okay, thank you. To begin with, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had a dream come true? Have you ever struggled to make your dream come true and finally come true? And then you realize that when you have your dream come true, you really need still to struggle. Today I'm going to tell you about my own story, my struggle, my dream come true of getting a scholarship for doing my master's in United Kingdom. It was all begin with all the dream I had since I was a little kid. I want to see the snow. I want to see the other side of the world. I only see the sun, rain, and that's all. I really want to go somewhere in the place where I can see the snow. It's in UK. So since that day, I declared to myself, I want to get and make this come true. And it wasn't as easy as I thought, because I need English. My teachers told me, you need to work on your English, Fitri. Your motivation, your dream is bigger than your English. So it's really hits me very hard. But then my dream is bigger than my English. I believe my motivation will make me even survive and make it come true. Until one day I go on the first day of my trial to get my luck for a scholarship application in the UK, and I don't apply anywhere but UK. And that year the first hit, the first, I don't know, nightmare hits me. Well, it was the first time I got the disapproval. Yeah, the result, I didn't make it. So it's the first hit for me and my first trial of getting my dream come true. To see the snow in the UK, the dreaming islands, the dreaming country. But then I realized it's only the first time. And as I declare since that day, I think it's not going to stop me. I try again. It's simply because I have my English score under the requirements. So I go fighting and go another course. And I didn't realize that it was already the fifth times and trials for me to do the short course and do again and fail again. But in the 6 years, out of nowhere, there was this text coming out of my screen on my cell phone. It mentioned, yeah, I got a scholarship. I didn't realize it. I was so happy, yeah. And I realized my motivation is still bigger than my English, but I'm happy that I was still standing even today with my dream come true. It's really changing everything I had. Since then, I believe whatever I dream, I will try to make come true, no matter the challenge, even the English. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Thank
I
you.
gave you an extra 10 seconds there. Extra
Sorry.
10 seconds.
Because
I wanted to hear the end
story.
of the
True story.
I just love that. You know, I was almost crying then. And I like the way you opened it with a nice bit about, you know, the struggle and your dream, because it's nice to front your presentation with what you're going to talk about, you know, whether it's a quote or a story. So then immediately we're engaged with it. That's your hook. And that hook there, remember the hook, everyone. The hook is to immediately get the attention on you, okay? Remember that. So next week when you're talking about your posters, hook us into that when we say, because what we think we're doing next week is you will present your poster to all of us on the screen to share it rather than in the channels. Okay, so make sure you can upload it, even if you have to put it into this chat box first, and have your hook ready to really pull us into that. And you came across there, Fitri, as you are making some grammar mistakes, but you know, you are working on those, and you came across as very, very sincere, and I wanted to hear more. So that's what's really important, and I'm glad you made it in the end. Where did you come in the UK? Which part?
University of Aberdeen, Scotland.
You went to Scotland. I remember that, Scotland. Did you see the snow?
Yes, of course. Like, you know, the temperature as well is like you know, very cold every year, every time in the years, yeah. And I find my English even more struggle there. They use this Scottish accent.
You're struggling a bit more.
Yeah, but
and how long did you stay there? How long were you there for?
1.5 years.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, to get my master degree, and yeah, I got an extension for the PhD for the next 2 years. But then things happen. The regulation at home with the government say, hey, Fitri, you need to go home. You need to reapply for your PhD. But when I'm home, you know, they changed the rules, so I need to apply again. Yeah, and I'm still applying right now to do it. Maybe in Warwick sometimes. I really want to go to Warwick.
It'd be wonderful if you could come to Warwick. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I hope you do. I hope you do. Look, listen,
Thank
everyone. I love working with just 4 students personally. I love it because it means I can give you more time, more attention. I hate big classes of 16 and 20 because it's very difficult to get around and listen to everyone. It really is online because you know, to send you into breakout rooms and bring you back out and all of that. I love working, you know, as we are working as a 4. So it's your lucky day today. So we've been able to do much more work. I feel very humbled to have met you all. I'm just going to say this before next week. Absolutely delightful students, and thank you for coming for the last 4 weeks. And I hope you've learned something from my classes.
Thank you,
I
Kelly.
hope.
You're excellent.
I hope you've learned.
We
I hope
did.
you've
We
learned
did a
things.
lot, actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that I could be teaching you as well, but obviously it's just the next week is the final week, and I'd love to have continued for another 5 weeks to share more with you, because you've all got fabulous potential, and I could see and hear such improvement. So continue down that road, especially you, Fitri, as well. Listen to the BBC. Keep practicing. Reading aloud is really, really useful.
I will.
To read English aloud from textbooks, whatever. Get people to listen to you. Say, hey, I want to tell you a story, Or if nobody will listen, talk to the wall, or talk to the dog or the cat or the window. Just to practice. See if you can bring the window or the wall to you. Always try and bring in the audience to you. And you do that with things like your voice. And let me share a story with you. This happened quite a few years ago, but I think you'll enjoy listening to this. Sincerity as well. Speak from the heart is so important. Sound sincere, not forced and false. And I think the audience then love you when you're like that. When you speak from your heart, they will love you. That's not just for your posters next week. I'm talking about when you go into your careers and things, and you give poster presentations, you give stand-up presentations. Slow down, look out. Use your pen if you're nervous. Hold a pen like that. Hold a pen. And remember, go and listen to some Barack Obama on YouTube. Watch how he speaks. You will see he makes lots and lots of pausing and silences. He's a great public speaker, so listen to him. Okay. Well, thank you. We're nearly at 2:00. I wanted to give you 2 hours today, so that's great. And if you've got any questions for me, please send them to me. And otherwise, I'll see you next week. Okay. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Kelly.
Penny. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Bye,
so much.
Kathy.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.